I'm here by Carkeek Park, really near St. John's School and my home. It's one of my favorite parks. And here we're in the apple orchard. Apples are growing everywhere this time of year. It's fall and it's apple season. And today we're gonna sing lots of songs about fall and about apples. We're gonna start our music class with a song called the Fall Fiesta. I want you to put the video on pause and go outside and collect some fall leaves, okay? So pause the video, run outside and grab leaves. You can grab little leaves, big leaves, huge leaves, whatever you want, and then come back and we'll start the song. Pause, ready, go.
Hey, you guys want to learn to do the leaf dance?
Yeah!
Okay, here we go. Raise your hands up high.
Raise your hands up high.
Now you shake them all down.
Now you shake them all down.
Like the leaves that fall.
Like the leaves that fall.
From the trees to the ground.
From the trees to the ground.
It's the Fall Fiesta. The leaves are falling. It's the Fall Fiesta. The geese are calling, come to the fiesta. Now clap your hands. All the trees of the field are clapping their hands. They got all dressed up for the autumn dance. It's the Fall Fiesta. The leaves are falling. It's the Fall Fiesta. The geese are calling, come to the fiesta. Time to put on a hat and sweater, getting ready for the chilly weather. Soon the days will be getting shorter. Winter's coming right around the corner. Now the noisy squirrels and the little chipmunks gather seeds and nuts for the winter months. It's the Fall Fiesta. The leaves are falling. It's the Fall Fiesta. The geese are calling, come to the fiesta. It's the Fall Fiesta. The leaves are falling. It's the Fall Fiesta. The geese are calling, come to the fiesta.
Honey, guess what I bought? A pumpkin. Well, I'm gonna carve it. Aw, shucks. I guess I'll have to carve it later. Honey, guess what I bought? A pumpkin. Well, I'm gonna carve it. Aw, shucks. I guess I'll have to carve it later. Somebody carved our pumpkin. Well, I'll be. Didn't clean up after themselves too well, did they now?
We found somebody on the trail making a mud face. Wow, look at that cool mud face. Do you have a name for the mud face lady or girl or boy?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. What's her name? Do you have one for her?
No.
Super cool. Even though it's a really foggy day, we can hear the choo-choo train coming down. Can you hear it? There's some kids here that are really excited. Let's see, here it comes.
Choo-choo train rolling up the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! Cha-cha-cha-cha choo-choo train rolling down the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! Rolling forward, round and round you go. Rolling backwards, slow, slow, slow. Chugga, 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 choo-choo. Choo-choo train rolling up the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! Cha-cha-cha-cha choo-choo train rolling down the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! Rolling faster, round and round you go. Rolling slower, slow, slow, slow. Chugga, 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 choo-choo. Choo-choo train rolling up the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! Cha-cha-cha-cha choo-choo train rolling down the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here we go! Choo-choo train rolling up the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo! Cha-cha-cha-cha choo-choo train rolling down the choo-choo lane. I hear your whistle blowing loud. Choo-choo!
I love apples, so many kinds. Red and yellow and green are fine. Round and delicious, a wonderful fruit. Let me share my apple knowledge with you.
Now listen, folks, here's the deal with apples. If you look inside an apple very closely, you'll see in the middle a core with many seeds. With water and sun, when you plant those seeds, up will grow another little apple tree.
I love apples, delicious, a wonderful fruit. Let me share my apple knowledge with you.
Listen, boys and girls, because I'm going to tell you more. Apples go in different things. Let's make a list. Like applesauce, apple pie, and apple crisp. There's apple juice, apple cider, and apple butter. Apple muffins, turnovers, and more from your mother.
I love apples, so many kinds. Red and yellow and green are fine. Round and delicious, a wonderful fruit. Let me share my apple knowledge with you.
And now a few more final things about apples. Apples have skin. You can eat that too. The skin helps protect the fruit inside for you. Be careful not to let your apple sit around, because sooner or later the air turns it brown.
I love apples, so many kinds. Red and yellow and green are fine. Round and delicious, a wonderful fruit. Let me share my apple knowledge with you.
Here in the Pacific Northwest, we have many, many apple trees, and I even have one right here in my own backyard. And as you can see, they're growing yummy, beautiful, wonderful red apples. And we're going to sing a song about apples. Those trees are blooming and blossoming in the spring, and in the fall, we get the beautiful fruit. Now, if I were to take an apple and cut it in the middle, right down the middle, inside, let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is what is in the middle of an apple, a beautiful star. And each one of those stars, each one of those little sections of the star has a seed. And that seed, if you were to take it and plant it in the ground, you can grow your very own apple tree. Isn't it incredible that God gives us these beautiful fruits that have seeds inside that keep replenishing and growing incredible fruit? So great. So now we're going to sing a song called A Wiggly Worm. Sometimes in apple trees, we might find a little worm enjoying this beautiful fruit. And it starts out, the song, yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Try it. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Okay, and we repeat that twice, and then we talk about the colors. There's so many different colors. Green and red, and some of them are very yellow. And so we're going to do red and green and yellow too. Try that. Red and green and yellow too. And then you sing, yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Now we're going to talk a little bit about the worm inside the tree. And it goes like this. Way up high in the apple tree. Can you sing that? Way up high in the apple tree. I saw two eyes looking at me. I saw two eyes looking at me. I reached for an apple. It started to squirm. Ready? I reached for an apple. It started to squirm. And then you say, oops, I found a squiggly worm. Oops, I found a squiggly worm. And then the second verse goes, that wiggly worm is a friend of mine. That wiggly worm is a friend of mine. We eat apples all the time. We eat apples all the time. I let him crawl back up the tree. I let him crawl back up that tree. Hey, I see the worm looking at me. Hey, I see the worm looking at me. So we're going to do the whole song, and I want you to follow the words and sing along to this very fun apple song. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? red and green and yellow too. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Let's sing that one more time. Here we go. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Red and green and yellow too. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Okay, I'll sing the first verse and you repeat after me the first part. Way up high in an apple tree, go! Way up high in an apple tree, I saw two eyes looking at me. I saw two eyes looking at me. I reached for an apple and it started to squirm. I reached for an apple and it started to squirm. Oop, I found a squiggly worm. Oop, I found a squiggly worm. And we sing the chorus again. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Red and green and yellow too. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? That wiggly worm is a friend of mine. That wiggly worm is a friend of mine. We eat apples all the time. We eat apples all the time. I let him crawl up to that tree. I let him crawl up to that tree. Hey, I see the worm looking down at me. Hey, I see that worm looking down at me. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Red and green and yellow too. Yum, yum, don't you know I love apples? Apples, apples. All these apples in front of me. I think I'll take a bite. Delicious.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Quinn, guess what? What, Cadence? Do you know what we're going to do today? No clue. What? We're going to learn about apples.
Did you know that there are over 7,500 different types of apples in the world? Do you like apple cider? Because it takes 36 apples to make 1 gallon of apple cider.
China grows more apples than any other country in the world. Wow.
That's right. The original apple trees started in Central Asia, and they have been grown for thousands and thousands of years in Asia and Europe, and were brought to North America by European colonists. The Pilgrims planted the first United States apple trees in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. After an apple seed is planted, it can take up to 8 years for it to start producing apples.
Hey, guess what? I was really surprised about this. Did you know apple trees can live up to almost 100 years old? Wow. Apples are grown in all 50 states. Wow.
The average American eats about 46 pounds of apples and apple products every single year. And did you know that National Apple Month is actually 3 months? It should be called National Apple Months. Those months are September, October, and November.
Hey, guess what? Did you know apple trees are part of the rose family? Wow, I didn't even know that.
Wait, the rose family? Yep, apples, along with pears, plums, cherries, and peaches, are all members of the rose family of plants. Yep, red roses, pink roses, white roses, they're all in the same family. I guess you could say they're like distant cousins.
Hey, guess what? Apples can float because they're 25% air. Cool.
That's why apples are used for bobbing. Because unlike other fruit, they're made up of 25% air. So that makes them buoyant, which means that they can float. And it's perfect for the watery game.
Hey, guess what, guys? Gala apples are the most popular apples in the U.S.
And here's another tip for you. Apples ripen up to 10 times faster when you leave them out, like on a counter or in a bowl, than when you put them in the refrigerator. Whoa! Did you know that the largest apple ever picked weighed in at a whopping 3 pounds? 3 pounds. That's a lot for one apple. Wow, that's a lot of really cool facts about apples.
Boom!